Then I got this error and I found out that you can't basically accept international payments. You can let me know if it breaks somewhere. We always use a promise, but how do you make your own promise class? All of this is being stored in this GitHub repo. I've moved on from Firebase to, so here are some tech that I am going to build with going forward. Really committed to using TypeScript. I never went into VR and I'll probably never go, but now coming to some goals of mine. Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. It's been a long time since the last video was uploaded. I just wanted to share or document what I am basically building right now and what technologies I will be playing around with or building with going forward in the future, and sort of the tech stacks I'll be using in my future projects, and also videos related to that will be coming up on this channel. So yeah. So recently I've spent a good amount of time trying to integrate payments into a web app. So basically I needed to do this because I'm trying to build my first SaaS, and SaaS meaning software as a service. For example, Netflix is a software you use, it provides you service and it has plans, right? Like pro plan, super plan, on a free tier. So I was trying to implement that subscription system. So I needed to accept payments and I was trying to do that. I'll probably make a different video on integrating payments into a web app, especially if you are in India. But what happened, long story short, is that I used this template which was Next.js, Supabase and Stripe as a payment service template. So I used this. It took me some days to basically understand how this thing works, the subscription payments in Stripe, and basically then the webhook stuff, and then I integrated it nicely with my database so that whenever something happens on the Stripe side, on the payment side, my database updates accordingly. And then I got this error and I found out that you can't basically accept international payments if you are in India, you have a individual type business on the Stripe account, right? So basically what it means is that if you want to accept international payments from India, you have to register your company that is accepting the payments. So that could not happen. So I just needed a quick solution, how to do this. So then I DM'd some people that I knew from my Twitter feed who were building SaaS from India, and of course a lot of them had their company registered as a LLP or something, but there are some people who told me about a product called paddlehq. So it's basically a payment solution for your SaaS, which is basically what I needed. So I ended up integrating it and sort of got almost done recently, and maybe you can now also use it's in the test environment, so you can use this fake credential card and also make subscriptions, and you can let me know if it breaks somewhere, because there might be some edge cases that I might have missed. But yeah, there were lots of learnings while making this. So that's basically the first thing I've made till now in 2023. I've also found this site called bafe.dev. I've been doing it almost daily, and it has helped me a lot understanding JavaScript even deeper. And because there are questions like today I was solving a question called write your own promise. We always use a promise like a resolve, reject, but how do you make your own promise class? How does that work? And some other examples would be like write your own debounce function, write your own throttle function. So that has helped me a lot. And while I'm solving this, I'm also sort of explaining how this solution works by just commenting on the flow of the the program, and all of this is being stored in this GitHub repo I'm maintaining, so you can go check it out. Now another thing is I've moved on from Firebase to Supabase, and that's mainly because of the primary reason was the pricing. Because in Firebase, if you see the pricing, after a certain point they charge you based on the number of read and write operations that you do, which can be really overwhelming. And also I've read and seen engineers talk about that the Firebase bills are really huge. So instead I've gone with Supabase because it has a it says $25 for the next upgrade after the free tier. So that's something nice. And also Postgres was something I wanted to use, and it just Supabase is more modular, and it's open source also, so that's great. And also because Supabase has a really good JavaScript SDK, so I can use it in all my React and native apps, React native apps. So that's pretty cool. So now coming to the tech side of things, so I did some thinking towards the end of 2022, and I concluded if I had to build something for India, specific. I'll be building a mobile app, and if it's something that I'm just making for anyone to use, like a SaaS or something, it's going to be on web. So here are some tech that I am going to build with going forward. So for anything web, my go-to is Next.js plus TypeScript, and for the SaaS I'm building, my current stack is Next.js plus TypeScript plus Supabase for the backend and DB, and basically payments is handled by paddlehq, right? So no more just JavaScript. I'm fully committed to using TypeScript in all my projects going forward. And for mobile, I'll of course be using React Native because I have a good experience with it, and I'll be using it with Expo so that I can build things fast and ship. And Expo just handles a lot of time-taking stuff while building apps, so it's pretty good. Now, if some project needs a custom backend, I'll be using the Mon stack because I built things with it, and I've also made a production level, basically a template that I have made a video on that I can always just use to build anything. And it has also authentication setup, so that would make things really fast. Now if you have seen my previous videos, I also built on blockchain recently, and one thing that I found really great about it is the smart contracts part. So I plan to write some Solidity around the weekends because I think some fun things can be made with smart contracts. I thought I always got into all these technologies throughout my college, but I never went into VR, and I'll probably never go. But recently I found out while just browsing a framework called A-Frame, right? And it's a framework which is HTML like, but it lets you build VR applications on the web, right? Which is very cool, and you should try it sometime if you are free, because once I tried it, the moment I found it, I just played around with it for like 2 to 3 hours continuously. And maybe if I can, I will also try to make something with it, because I think in future we'll be interacting with a lot of 3D stuff instead of the 2D wave that we are used to right now. Now coming to some goals of mine that I am looking forward to I just want to get more deeper into JavaScript, and also make more things, of course, and mainly I want to contribute to some good open source projects with JavaScript, and that's one. Second is to build this SaaS completely and just it can just work on its own smoothly. That's a goal. And last one is I just want to build something for people to use, something great that they love to use. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what's been happening, the tech and the goals for maybe 2023, I don't know. Yeah, so that's all about the video. Thanks for sticking by, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a great day and just keep building.